this is our second piece for parabolas. In the first part of the notes, we showed you how to graph a parabola using the equation. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to make an equation using a graph. Okay, so you're kind of building this slowly but surely, and I'm going to show you in the notes here. You can do this other ways where you just build the pieces that you need versus use the equations, because I think the equation can be, that we saw in the first video, can be kind of confusing if you're trying to remember which one to use. Okay, so I'll try to explain it both as we go through here. All right, we are going to help you out with the little boxes to give you some direction. So first of all, we got to know that it opens to the right. Okay, what this means is that if it's opening to the right, that the y term is being squared in front of the equal sign. Okay, so we know it opens to the right, which means it's going to go along the x-axis, which means it's a y squared equation. Okay, so we can start making this. Now you can make this, you can write this down and fill in the pieces, or you can kind of build as you go. Okay, I personally would rather build as I go, but it's kind of hard to show you that in the presentation here. All right, next thing we need to know is where the vertex is. So the vertex is over 2, my apologies, over 2 and down 2. So it is at 2, -2. So h is the 2 and k is the -2. Now when we put these into the equation, again, remember that they're switching signs when they get into the equation. So the h will actually be -2 inside the equation, and the k will be +2 inside the equation. Looks like that. Okay, the last thing we need to know is the p-value, the focal distance. So we just figured out how far the vertex is away from the focal point. It is 2 away, so the focal distance is 2. So we put 2 in for p and then multiply it by 4, which gives us 8. And that would be your equation. So it's a little bit actually easier because there's less stuff to find. You don't care about where the 2 points are. That's not important for the equation. It's just for to graph it. Okay. You don't care where the directrix is. All right, for when you're taking a graph and making an equation either. So it's a little bit less stuff. All right, let's check the next one out. So now our graph is going down, which means it's opening along the y-axis, which means it's going to be an x-squared graph. Okay, we're looking for the vertex. All right, the vertex is at 0, 5. All right, so now we can put the h and k into the equation. So h is 0, and k is going to become -5 in the equation. All right, you don't have to put down x -0 in the equation. You can just do x and then square it. Okay, so there's no reason to put x plus or minus 0 in anything because 0 doesn't make a difference. Okay, and then the last thing is to find the focal distance. It looks like the focal distance is 3. So we take our -4, since it's negative because it's going down, remember that. And then we put 3 in for p, and we get -12. And there's your equation for the parabola on the graph. All right, let's try another one. We have our box here. This time the graph is going up, so it means, again, it's going to be an x-squared graph. So x-squared will go in front of the equal sign. So it's going up along the y-axis, and it's positive. Okay, the vertex is at, let's see, it says -2 and -5. So we can put +2 and +5 into our h and k. All right. And then lastly, the focal distance is 4. Remember, the focal distance is always a positive number, never a negative. So we can put 4 in for the p-value, and 4 times 4 will give us 16. And there's your equation for that parabola. Okay. There's one more thing we got to do before we're done here. So we've shown you how to find, or how to graph an equation of a parabola. We've shown you how to find the equation given the graph. The last thing we have to do is give you, or let you know how to find an equation given information, but not the graph. Let's see what that looks like. So I want you to find the equation of a parabola with the following characteristics. So you're given the vertex, you're given the foci, it's the focal point, it's the same thing. All right, so now we're going to figure out where this is. Now, one of the big cues to do this is to kind of make a rough sketch of what's going on. Let's do that. So our vertex is at -3, 2, so it goes to the left and up. It doesn't have to be exact. You're not really caring where it is, and as far as like how many spots over and how many spots up. All right, just that general direction. Okay. your focal point is at 2, 2, right there. Okay, so what does that tell us? It tells us a lot of things. Okay, it gives us a graphical representation, a visual representation of what's going on with the graph. And it tells us that the graph is going to the right. Okay, because the focal point should be inside the curve of your parabola. Okay, if you know that the graph is going to the right, you know it's going to be a y-squared graph. So you can start building your equation. Okay, from there. So now we can kind of do what we just did with the graphs to the equation. It opens to the right. We already have your vertex. Okay, we already know it's going to be a y-squared graph because it is going to the right, and it's positive. All right, your vertex is -3, 2. We've already got that. That was given to us. All right, so our h value is going to become a +3 inside the equation, and the k value is going to be -2. We change those up. And the focal distance, we just count from -3 on the x term in the vertex to +2 for the focal point. That is a total distance of 5. So we put 5 in for the p-value. 4 times 5 will give us 20. And there is your equation, all right, given those characteristics of that specific parabola. Okay? Let's try another one. So this time you're given the vertex and the directrix. Okay, I know we haven't really dealt with the directrix so far in this video because it hasn't really made a difference, but we can find things about the directrix and the vertex relationship that will help us figure out how to make our equation. So again, we want to draw a picture for this because drawing the picture will really help us kind of dig down and figure out which way the directionality of our graph is going to be, and that will help us to write the equation. We'll draw our little coordinate plane here. Put our vertex down as 2, 0, so it's on the x-axis. Your directrix is y equals 4. Well, that's a horizontal line because it's y equals, and it's 4 above your vertex. Now, we know the directionality of your graph this time because the graph does not go through the the directrix. It goes away from the directrix. So this, we now know that your graph's going to be going down. Okay. So with this, we know it's going to be an x-squared graph, and it's going to be a negative. Okay. So we know it goes down, so it's along the y-axis, and it's negative. We're given the vertex, 2, 0. So we have our h value is going to be -2 in the equation. Your k value is going to be 0, so you don't need to write it. Okay. And your focal distance. Well, it doesn't give you the focal point, but remember, the directrix is the same distance to the vertex as the focal point is. So your p-value is still the distance between the directrix and the vertex, which is 4. Okay, so we put that into the p-value. -4 times 4 gives you -16. And that's your equation. All right. All right, one more. All right. You're given the focus and the directrix now. You're not given the vertex, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but there's enough information here to get you to the equation. So the first thing we do again is draw it. So our focal point is -3 and -5. So down there, your directrix is y equals -9. Now again, this is a horizontal line, not a vertical line, and it's underneath your focus point. So again, we know which direction the graph's going to go because the graph's not going to go down through the directrix. It's going to go up. Okay. And we know where the vertex is going to be. It's going to be directly between your focal point and your directrix. So it's going to be right about there. Okay. And we know it's going up. So now we know enough information to help us fill in these in the box. Oh, I'll get it. And then make our equation. So we know that it's going up, so it's going to be an x-squared graph. Okay, and it's positive. Okay. Well, we don't know that we're not given the vertex in this case, but we can figure out what it is because if it's directly between the focal point and the directrix, right, the x value is not going to change, so that's going to still be -3. We've got to figure out what's directly between -5 and -9. Well, that would be -7. So that's going to be our vertex. So your h value will become +3 in the equation. Your k value become +7. And then we have to figure out what the focal distance is. So if it's -7 at the vertex, That means from -7 to -5 is only 2. You could do the same thing to the directrix, where the vertex of directrix is also 2. So we're going to have our focal distance of 2, putting that in for P, and getting 8. All right, so that is the last thing for parabolas as far as putting together equations or graphing them. So we've seen 3 things. We've seen how to graph given an equation, how to write an equation given the graph, and how to write an equation given information about the parabola. All right, so it's really, really important that you practice these problems so you become more proficient at them and can do them on the test. All right, good luck.